Once upon a time, in a vibrant university called Sapphire Campus, ruled by three young ladies, who were called the Queens, Vanessa, Judith, and Lydia, these are the three best friends in campus, always seen walking together. They are living their life to the fullest and did not care about the outcome. Each of them had their own charm, their ambition, and their secret is known to them. They dressed in the latest fashions, drove flashy cars, and walked into lecture halls as though they owned the school. Other students whispered about them. Some admired them and wished to be like them. Vanessa, the leader among them, is the most striking. With her long, neat red hair, confident smile, her dark chocolate skin shining brightly like the sun, and her sharp tongue, she is impossible to ignore. Judith, the calm one among them, is known for her beauty and elegance, her dark chocolate skin soft and calm, her hair brown, long and soft. Lydia is a daring risk-taker among them who always push boundaries. Together, they set the standard for power in the campus. The Queens, as they are known for, their wealth did not just come naturally, it came at a huge price. The campus Queens' wealth were not funded by family money or business ventures. Instead, they entertained wealthy men lecturers, businessmen, even politicians, who showered them with money in exchange for companionship. As the semester began, whispers of their lifestyle spread across campus like wildfire. Some admired their boldness, others condemned them. But the campus Queens, Vanessa, Judith, and Lydia did not care. For them, money, attention, and power is worth more than anyone's opinion. What they did not know is that their choices would soon carry consequences they could not escape. One Friday night, Vanessa led her friends into the most popular and expensive club in the city. They all dressed in expensive glittering gown. They looked like stars as they were all shiny. Man could not take their eye from them, even ladies admired their stunning beauty. In no time the girls were seated in the VIP section, champagne bottles lined up before them. For the girls, this is normal for them. Luxury had become their everyday life. Lydia laughed as an older man same age as her father whispered promises into her ear. He says he will buy me a new iPhone tomorrow, she bragged. Judith smiled faintly, though she is less comfortable with the attention. She longed for stability, for true love, yet she could not deny the allure of fast money and luxury. Vanessa, on the other hand, thrived on it. To her, power meant control, and men were tools for climbing higher. Girls, she called, rising her glass up, this is only the beginning. We are queens. We take what we want. Her confidence was intoxicating, and her friends cheered. But even as they laughed, a shadow appeared hung around them. Among the crowd is Joshua, who secretly has a crush on Judith, and her admire. His eyes followed her, filled with disappointment. She does not need this life. He muttered to himself, for Judith the night of glitter and champagne is only a mask hiding her growing doubts. Days and weeks pass by, and as I know, the Queens most times don't attend lectures because they always had their way when the exam is set. On a beautiful morning, Judith sat down quietly at the hostel balcony when Joshua approached her. Judith, he said softly, you are better than this. You don't have to follow Vanessa ways. His voice was soft and sincere, his eyes pleading. Judith looked away, too ashamed for herself. Joshua, you don't understand. Life is not easy. The things we want, they don't come for free. Judith said as she tried to sound firm, but her heart wavered. Joshua had always been kind to her, even before she joined Vanessa crew. Love does not need to be bought, he insisted. One day, this lifestyle will hurt you. His words struck her deeply, but before she could answer, Vanessa appeared, her presence commanding. Judith, Vanessa's sharp voice cut through the whole premises. Don't let boys poison your mind. Remember who you are. You're a queen. Don't throw that away for empty promises. With that said, she pulled Judith away immediately, leaving Joshua standing alone. In that moment, Judith felt torn between two words: the glittering life of money and the quiet truth of love. As months passed, the campus queens became reckless. Lydia started dating married businessmen who showered her with enough money and gifts. Vanessa grew closer to more powerful rich business politicians that also promised her influence. Judith, though hesitant, found herself dragged along to many events where older men lingered, waiting to be pleased. One Thursday night, they were invited to attend a private hotel party. The air was heavy with music, strong perfumes, and expensive wine. Vanessa thrived, dancing with her new lover while Lydia showed off a diamond bracelet. Judith, however, sat quietly, feeling out of place. A man approached her, much older, with a sly smile. "Pretty girl, don't waste your beauty sitting alone. Come, let me take care of you," the older man said. But Judith's stomach twisted as Vanessa's voice echoed in her mind. "We're queens. We take what we want." She forced a smile, even as her heart cried. In that room full of laughter and lies, Judith realized the game they played was dangerous. The gifts came with expectations. The money came with demands. And once you entered, leaving is never easy. By mid-semester, rumors about the campus queen spread across the university. Photos of them with older men leaked online. Whispers of their faves reached lecturers and even parents. Vanessa dismissed it all. "Let them talk," she said, adjusting her designer bag. "We're untouchable." She also said that in her heart she's scared. But not everyone was convinced. Lydia's affair with a married businessman backfired when his wife discovered their secret. One afternoon, as Lydia returned to her hostel, she was confronted by the furious woman, who hurled insults and even threatened to expose her to the school authorities. Shaken, Lydia ran to Vanessa. "Nessa, this is getting out of hand. Maybe we should slow down." Vanessa's eyes hardened. "Are you forgetting who we are? Queens don't bow. We rule. If you're scared, maybe you don't belong with us." Vanessa yelled angrily. Judith watched silently, fear taking control of her mind. For the first time, she wondered if Vanessa's crown of power was built on lies that could crumble at any moment. Things took a darker turn when Vanessa's politician lover introduced her to dangerous men. They promised her a car and a luxury apartment. But in exchange, they wanted more than she imagined. One night, she returned to the hostel shaken, her mascara smeared, her confidence cracked. Judith rushed to her side. "Nessa, what happened?" But Vanessa brushed her off, hiding her trembling hands. "Nothing. I'm fine. Queens don't cry." Yet deep inside, Vanessa knew she had paid a price too high for power, which is giving her womb in exchange for wealth. Meanwhile, Lydia began avoiding the group, guilt consuming her. She couldn't sleep, haunted by the wife's threats and her own conscience. Judith, torn between loyalty and survival, tried to hold the group together, but cracks had already formed. The campus queen's empire was slowly collapsing, not from the outside, but from within. One evening, Joshua spotted Judith walking alone. "Judith, please, leave this life before it destroys you," he begged. For the first time, she let her tears fall. "Joshua, I don't know how. Vanessa, she won't let me." But Vanessa had overheard their conversation. Her eyes burned with rage. "So, it's true," she spat. "You've been planning to betray us. You think you're better than me? Than us?" Amora froze. "Nessa, it's not like that." But Vanessa didn't listen. "If you leave, you're no longer a queen. And without us, you're nothing." Her words cut like a knife, severing their bond of sisterhood. That night, Judith lay awake, realizing that her greatest enemy was not the world outside, but the friend who once crowned her queen. Lydia's secret affair soon exploded. The businessman's wife reported her to the university authorities. Within days, Lydia was summoned by the disciplinary committee. Her scholarships were revoked, and she faced suspension. Humiliated, Lydia returned to the hostel, her once bright face now shadowed with despair. "Nessa, I can't do this anymore," she wept. But Vanessa only sneered. "Weakness has no place among queens." Judith comforted Lydia, realizing how fragile their empire truly was. The world they built on beauty and money was collapsing. Lydia eventually packed her bags and left campus, too ashamed to face anyone. Her departure was the first crack that broke the campus queens apart. With Lydia gone, Judith became more withdrawn. Joshua remained by her side, urging her to choose a better path. One evening, he held her hand gently. "Judith, you can still change. Don't let Vanessa drag you down." For the first time, Judith listened with an open heart. She realized she wanted peace, love, and dignity, not the shallow gift that vanished as quickly as they came. She decided to cut ties with Vanessa, even if it meant losing her status. When she told Vanessa of her decision, Vanessa laughed bitterly. "You think you can walk away? No one walks away from being a queen." But Judith stood firm. "Then I'd rather be nothing than be a prisoner of your crown." It was the boldest thing she had ever said, and in that moment, Judith felt free. By the end of the semester, the campus queens were no more. Lydia had vanished in shame. Judith rebuilt her life quietly, focusing on her studies and slowly opening her heart to Joshua. She was no longer the glamorous queen, but she was happier, freer. Vanessa, however, spiraled deeper into the dangerous world she had chosen. Her politician lover abandoned her, her reputation was ruined, and the once proud leader was left broken, clinging to the remnants of her crown. On graduation day, Judith stood tall, smiling with genuine pride. She knew the journey had been hard, but she had learned the greatest lesson of all. True worth could never be bought with money or power. The story of the campus queens lingered in whispers across the university, an empire built on desire, destroyed by its own price.